So in this video we have been asked to solve this differential, which is d by dx of e to the power of x cube. Now some of the people in the comments were having some problem related to chain rule, so I'll explain it a bit more detail here. So like if you have, for example, d by dx of f of g of x. Now the thing that you'll have to see is there are two functions here, which is this f of this function and g of this function. So in this case we have two functions given together. So in this case we'll have to apply chain rule. So the thing that we'll do is first of all differentiate this function, which is f of g of x, and then we'll multiply this function, which is g of x. Its differential we'll have to multiply here. It might sound a bit complicated here, but when I'll explain this here, you'll find it more easy. So in this case, we have e to the power of x cube. Now, if we break this function in two parts, such as e to the power x and x cube. Alright, now let's assume this function as f of x, and let's assume this function as g of x. So now, if we want to write f of g of x, so now instead of x, if f of x, instead of x we have to write g of x here. So g of x is x cube, so we can write e to the power of g of x, which is x cube here. So now see, we have a function in function, which is f of g of x, which is e to the power of x cube. You don't have to do all this, you just have to remember that when two functions are together we have to apply chain rule. So I told you that there are two functions here. So the thing that you'll do is first of all differentiate e to the power of x, which is d by dx of e to the power of x cube. E to the power x differentiation is always equal to e to the power x, so e to the power of x cube. Now we'll have to differentiate this function, which is x cube, which is d by dx of x cube, and it would be e to the power of x cube times 3x square. Now this 3x square came like from power rule. This 3 comes to the front, 3x to the power of 3 minus 1, which is 3x squared. The final answer here that we have got is e to the power of x cubed times 3x squared.